3, 2, 1. Starting transmission.
Wait. It actually worked?
Oh my god!
Ah! I didn't have to do anything dumb to get you in here.
What the fuck? I don't understand what finally happened. I haven't done anything to my computer.
Magic. It's magic.
That's insane in the membrane. So it's still raining and it's still 40 degrees.
How high did it get today? Higher than I'd like? No, I'm not in West Sac.
Of course you are.
Oh, it's currently 93.
I'll switch with you.
I don't know, we don't understand rain either.
It's been raining for like a week straight. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm in the Highlands, so it doesn't really bother us, but like, it's been raining for a week straight. The grass is like 6 inches long.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, we have, believe it or not, we're technically prairie, which means it's pretty arid normally. Like, we don't get a lot of rain. So the grass grows really fast if you feed it water continuously. Like, it's probably like yay long right now. And I can't cut it because it's been raining. Like, I have to wait for the first dry day. And since it's the busy season, that may not happen. Because it has to be dry and it has to be a day off. Otherwise, I can't mow the lawn.
You need a goat.
Yes, we do.
Or maybe 2.
It is so fucking cold. God damn. The fucking furnace is running.
You can't see, but he's attempting to hide as much as he can under a blanket.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Super Happy Fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Get yourself a nice cup of tea and enjoy.
Shut up! It's so cold! Uh-oh, what the hell was that?
That was a cat jumping to the window.
Oh.
Used my keyboard tray as a in-betweener. Because there's a bird.
Fuck, is it cold? Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Cupcake. I'd send you my warm weather if you knew how.
It's fucking May the 21st! It's so fucking cold!
It sucks to be you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh. So other than freezing, how are you doing?
Freezing.
Freezing?
Pretty much. Going through another one of those periods where my guts hurt for some reason, and I'm not sure why, but I'll live.
You gotta empty the tank?
I've been going pretty regularly, honestly. I don't know if it's just like I'm super backed up, like, because I didn't go like a lot for weeks on end, so like now it's like, you know, like a chain reaction, like, because like the last 3 or 4 days I've been going like a little bit every day, so I don't know if like it's just my guts trying to like catch up or what. But it's obviously nothing serious because I haven't had to go to the hospital.
Well, you're not dying.
Yeah. Like, the pain hasn't been so unbearable or anything that I'm like, oh god, I have to see a doctor. I'm just kind of like, last time I went, I spent $600 and then they told me, oh, yeah, you're fine. It's like,
That's
the worst.
That sucks. That's how much you have to pay for urgent care.
Well, I mean, the actual urgent care was like $100, but the gut scan was $600.
I don't think I would go to urgent care if it cost that much. No matter how much I was dying.
Yeah, well, it's one of those deals where, I mean, that was with insurance. Without insurance, it was $6,000.
Jesus, fuck. Oh.
I mean, not that I'm complaining. I have health insurance, so I can't complain too much. But like,
Oh no, we can complain. Just because you have health insurance doesn't mean the system isn't still broken.
I mean,
You're blessed with health insurance, but that doesn't mean
yeah,
there's
oh
not
yeah,
a problem.
no, yeah. I mean, like my health insurance doesn't even start paying in until I hit $2,500 worth of stuff. So like, that's just them going, yeah, you're not going to pay $6,000. You're going to pay $600.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they didn't pay any money. They just simply said you're not going to pay $6,000.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm paying $200 a month to get reduced rates on when I have to go to the doctor instead of like, and then when I get really sick, then they'll pay 80% up until I hit, I think it's $3,500. Then they pay 100% up until like hit 10 million. I think is the cutoff.
Well, that's a pretty reasonable cutoff.
And I think at the point you hit 10 million, it's not even really like that they stop paying. It's just that like they don't pay 100%. Like they go back to paying like 80%. But it's the kind of thing where if you were that badly injured, like you probably aren't super concerned about medical bills. Maybe like you personally, not like obviously your family is, but like that's some pretty serious fucking healthcare when you get that high. Not that it isn't still broken. But I looked at like the terms of like what my health insurance covers. It's like they cover nothing till 2,000, then they cover 80% until 3.5, and then they cover like 100% after that until you hit like some just abnormally large number. I think it was 10 million. It was like, if I'm that sick, I'm probably not super concerned about the cost of healthcare anymore because there's something seriously wrong. Like that's catastrophic.
I suppose if you're dealing with that much in healthcare costs, you've probably been in the hospital for a while, so
Yeah.
you no longer have the luxury of worrying about how much it costs.
Yeah. You're more worried about whether you're going to live or die at that point.
Because I can assure you, any poor person really care about how much going to the doctors cost.
Oh, yeah, don't believe me. I'm not poor, and I still heavily consider it. Like, I don't go until it's been a problem for a while, because unless I'm in like excruciating pain, because it's like nobody, like my problem is always that like I'm apparently in pretty good health, so when I go to the doctor, like you're fine, there's nothing seriously wrong with you, go home. It's like, did I really just waste like half a grand to be told you're fine, go home?
Yeah.
Like not that you don't want to hear that, but like it kind of sucks. Is it's like if I'm gonna go in here and have these tests done, they're gonna say, yeah, you're fine. Well, what? It's like, why am I paying you people this money for you to tell me, yeah, you're fine, and we don't know what's wrong. It is what it is. It's like, holy shit. Like that's always like my big gripe is like, if you're just going to tell people that, it's not life-threatening and we're not, like, it's something, like, we can't readily diagnose as, something. I mean, like, when it was burning while I peed, they're just like, oh, that happens to guys sometimes. Don't worry about it. I'm like, that's easy for you to say. I just dropped $300 coming in here.
I don't know if individually a doctor thinks about how much it's costing for a person to be there.
I mean, I didn't say that to the doctor.
Well, no, I imagine you didn't.
It was very nice, but it was like, what am I supposed to think when they're like, oh, yeah, you're fine, man. Everything is good. It's like, oh, it hurts.
Yeah, you just hurt now.
Like the last time this gut pain was happening, same place. That's why I think it's the same thing, just stress and overworking and not getting a really good diet. I mean, this went on for probably 4 or 5 months before I finally got it under control. I still think it's IBS, but they don't think it is because I don't have the branchious diarrhea.
You might be like asymptomatic. One of them rare cases.
Like I have all the other symptoms of it, but I don't have the I'm gonna shit my pants, everything. Yeah.
The one that makes them go, yes, this is irritable bowel syndrome, and not just it sucks to be you.
To be clear, the gastroenterologist I saw says, Oh no, there is a version that's constipation. It does exist. It's just very rare. To which he asked, "Take a lot of Pepto-Bismol as a kid?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Because you get nervous shits a lot. Yeah. Congratulations. The only way they can prove it is by basically running a scope up my ass. But I was like, I'll go with the maybe.
There's gonna come a day where you gotta get that scope up the ass.
No, I know. I wait until the point where I can't stand it, kind of thing, because I'd really rather not have the thing stuck up my ass. Because the answer is lifestyle changes for IBS. Like there is no drug treatment for it. It's not like they put you on something and that takes care of it. You have to fucking change your lifestyle. So you probably have it, but I can't diagnose it without physically seeing if your insides are inflamed. It's kind of like, well, it's one of like 3 possibilities, and since I don't have rancorous diarrhea, the other 2 possibilities are unlikely, which is Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis,
which I hope you don't have.
I would be shocked because that's generally followed up with horrible throwing up and diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
You don't normally get constipated from those. You also generally shit blood with both of those, which I have not had any issues with. Oh, believe me, Kiki, I spent a lot of time thinking about this kind of shit because my guts basically are the barometer for mentally how I'm doing. I've worked that out long ago. That there's this tendency for my gastrointestinal system to basically reflect consciously or subconsciously what's going on in my head.
Mm-hmm. Your guts is your stress ratio?
Yeah, I mean, and the psychiatrist says the same thing. She goes, you're one of those people. It's becoming more common with your generation that your guts generally are a barometer for what's going on.
It's almost as if our generation has a lot of stress.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. It's going to be really interesting to see when inevitably in the next 20, 30 years they have to overhaul the education system. Probably when our generation are the politicians.
Yeah. Which, for some that's starting to happen at a very low level. Not in any big seats.
Mm-hmm.
Although Kane is running for, I want to say senator of somewhere?
Okay.
But it might be like a county seat. Politics. I want to remember because I remember seeing the ad and being oh no, he wants to be mayor.
No, well, that's all right. Our state legislature just pushed through a law that is highly unlikely to ever get signed into law unless there's a big change in governor. But states basically that cities and counties can't make laws that make it harder for businesses to do business. This came out of the fact that St. Paul and Minneapolis were requiring businesses to offer basically sick time to all employees.
How would that hinder its ability to make business? I realize from a financial standpoint and from a purely weird ethics standpoint, you could get to that position, but at the same time, I've always been sort of if you can't do what's required to keep employees, you don't deserve a business.
It's just they're putting undue hardship on the businesses to have all these backup plans for when people call in sick, and how it'll obviously be abused by people because they put all the white collar workers that call in sick when a video game comes out, or they just don't feel like going into work because it was a bad night, or you see the, this sounds really bad, but you see the wealthy make arguments that other upper upper stratosphere, the socioeconomical cloud would make about, like, somebody's making, good money, and they have, a month of sick days, and they take a personal day for whatever they feel like. And I'm like, here's the thing, like, I'm not saying what I feel like it should be. Like, I don't even feel like it has to be paid sick days. Just, you shouldn't be negatively punished for calling in being like, I got the flu
Yeah.
and I don't want to spread it.
We put a lot of social pressure into being the sort of worker who works through being ill, but that's
bad for everybody.
Yeah, that's not a smart idea. You're gonna get the employees and possible customers ill as well, and then your whole workforce. Which makes for unhappy people, oh look, we're unhappy people.
Mm-hmm.
Getting sick should not lose you your job.
Yeah.
Just like getting pregnant or getting in an accident. But that's a legitimate fear for many Americans.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to work sick, or they still show up to work when they got stabbed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because you're punished for it.
Yeah.
Like, I make decent money at my job, and it's still the same deal. They're like, look, you don't show up, there's consequences. It's like, dude, like, like, you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll get a doctor's note. It's like, dude, a doctor's note isn't cheap. It's not like you get it for free.
Yeah.
Have the doctor look at you and go, yeah, you're sick. Here's your doctor's note. Yeah, okay.
If I've got shit to no insurance, I can't exactly do that.
That's why I used to laugh. My old doctor would just call me and give me the doctor's stuff. He just assumed, like, he'd been seeing me since I was a kid. He's like, if you're calling me for a doctor's note, I'm trusting you that you're actually sick. I'm not going to make you come in here. I'm just going to write the doctor's note. And then he got mad because he found out that he actually charged my last employer for the doctor's notes, which was hilarious. Like, he actually billed my company for making him stop and write a doctor's note when I was obviously sick with something. They're like, we're not paying this. I'm like, you don't have to pay it. You'll still get sent to collections. What? This isn't a bill for me. This is a bill for you guys. You don't want to pay it. That's your decision. But they'll still get sent to collections when it goes unpaid. I very quickly stopped requiring doctor's notes for any calling in sick.
I wonder why.
$250 a pop? Oh, that caught up with them really fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But I digress.
Yes, you digress.
I watched one anime this weekend. It was Unbreakable Machine Dolls. It was okay to mediocre.
So, I finished Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which I'm
so excited for that dub. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm still highly recommending it for you.
Oh, I'm getting it whenever it shows up on home disc, whatever. Because I can't wait to see the dub of that.
And in general, I would recommend a lot of people watch it. Funny, great animation, great characters, a little bit of fan service, but nothing that makes me go, I can't watch this anymore.
What was the one you were watching about the girls like butt battling each other?
Yeah,
or whatever?
that anime got canceled.
Yeah, it did so badly. Not only did the anime get canceled, they canceled the manga.
From what I understand, the artist wanted to cancel the manga because he didn't feel like he was getting the help he needed.
Okay. Because the writer was like, I guess we kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But yeah. Unless in anatomically correct diagram, I should not be able to see an animated character's labia. Other exceptions may be porn. Like it is unnecessary for any of those shots. Dad in that suit would have to be hugging so tightly that I don't think
Ow,
any woman would
ow,
be comfortable in
ow.
it.
I mean, I've seen some fetish suits that have what you might call an integrated condom, but like that's the only way I've ever seen it actually that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to call the weird, like, Cupcake's seen some shit in his life, and the fuck doll suit was a special kind of what?
Whatever floats your consensual boat.
Oh yeah, hey, there are men, women, midget rodeo clowns, people.
Peoples and peoples and non-peoples.
As Steel Cardigan used to say, put you and your wife and a midget rodeo clown in a barrel in the corner doing your own bedroom is your own goddamn business.
I tried to watch Blade Tempest, or Blast of Tempest, not Blade Tempest, this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was on my queue in the first place. And I could not finish the episode.
That bad? Wow.
I at a personal level can only handle so much melodrama when nothing is actually happening.
All I know about the one I watched, like I'd wanted to see it for a long time because it looked really neat from like the previews I saw on other releases from around that same time when it was coming out, and I missed it for some reason. I don't remember if I was just like more poor at that time or what, but I never actually ended up getting it. And I got it on eBay for like, I don't want to say like $30, $40, like the limited edition too, which was like really hard to find. I managed to snag a copy in good condition, and so I'm trying to think of how I can describe the show. I will preface this by saying you don't need to watch it. Take my word on this. Like, they didn't even finish telling like the story. Like, they got like, there's like 12 light novels and they got like 3 in, and it's obvious they're not going to get another season, so they're not going to finish it. And it was World of Magic. I want to say probably post World War II era kind of world. Like it's Earth with like magic, but it's fairly modern. Like, they don't get into it like real crazy. Like, there's some variation in tech, but like it's very like, you know, their guns, their cars, you know, it's definitely post 1900s at least. Like,
what is this called?
They're Unbreakable Machine Dolls.
Okay.
I don't actually know like what era it's supposed to take place in, but it takes place in England. The main character. Let's see. Oh, this thing doesn't even have the. I don't know if I think that's the sticker. But like, I'm trying to find the actual thing on it because like, it's they actually still have it. Holy crap! All right, so I know there's light. Crazy, right? So Roshin Akihamba and his beautiful companion Yaya enroll at Wherein. I can never say this right. Jesus Christ! It's from Madoka Magica. The Walpurgis Night.
Yeah, I'm not going to be much help. It's like Walrus something.
Yeah.
Something I am never going to be able to pronounce.
Yeah, hearing them say multiple times, I was like, oh yeah, that's from Madoka Magica. The Walpurgis Royal Academy to study machine arts, a dangerous blend of magic and technology. Rashin is a puppeteer capable of using magic to power up Yaya, his automaton, from ruthless battles no mere human could survive. In the wrong hands, Yaya is a deadly weapon, but the honorable Russian, despite his mysterious quest for vengeance, takes no pleasure in killing for sport. Instead, he joins forces with a harem of gorgeous classmates, to unmask the responsible for a rash of heinous human experimentation. If new enemies and terrible grades don't spell doom for him, he and Yaya might live long enough to conquer the school where magic meets machine. And so basically the score is this. So he goes to England, right?
Right.
And to put it in perspective, this is one of the OVAs. That's just actually like one of the scenes.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah. You can already see where this show was going. So, long and short of it is, Yaya is basically a human. She's an android, but she's human. Like, she has feelings, she has wants, she has needs. She's not like literally a robot. Like, she has a personality. She's in love with the main character.
She has a personality.
Seriously, like, she has a personality. Like,
oh, okay.
She is the average anime character. Like, there is no doubt about that. Like, she's one of those stock characters.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not. When I say she has a personality, what I mean is, like, they talk about her being an automaton, but she's more like, how do I put this? It's like calling the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz a robot. Like, okay, yeah, he's made of metal, but he has a personality, he has feelings, he has wants, he has needs. He expresses himself in a human way.
Cries a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Tin Man needs heart?
Yes.
Yeah, heart.
He doesn't have a heart. He had a heart all along.
Yeah.
Because he was a
That's
crybaby.
Right. Because he's a crybaby. He feels. But, so, Yaya's thing is, she is, what the hell? She is desperately in love with the main character. Like, tries, because she's his automaton, they get to share the same room because she's not technically alive. She's a robot.
Okay.
But she's alive. Like, if you could see some of the other automatons, like the one girl, the cute little blonde waif with big tits, like, has dogs. Has like a pack of automaton dogs that follow around, but they're basically just cyborg dogs. You know, they've got like robot parts, but they're dogs. Like, she's got a dachshund. She's got, Robbie, her main dog, is like a big old like Malamute. Riviera is I can't even think of it now. Like a border collie, and then the first girl he meets, who is one of the top 10 students. I know what they look like. I can't think of their names because they don't use their names. She's Imperious Rex or some shit, or some. Oh God, what the fuck is her name? So the one girl she meets, like, is like hers. I'm not even joking. Her robot is a fucking dragon with a bad Sean Connery Scottish accent.
Oh, that sounds
like,
delightful.
When you meet her, like, she's 5 foot nothing, blonde, very like, I'm from a wealthy family with great honor, blah 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 blah. You know the character I'm talking about, like, comes from a well-to-do family, very boisterous, not a tsundere really, because it's not like she's mean. She's just like she's just kind of rough. But her familiar, for all intents and purposes, is like this little dragon, just like sits on her shoulder and like fucking makes snide remarks in a bad Scottish accent. But like when she goes to battle, she can use her magic to like enlarge him. He turns into a full-size dragon, and she rides on his head. He shoot, mega flares and shit.
Mega flare.
It's like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's literally one of his abilities. Like, I'm like, it's Bahamut. You can use mega flare. But like the getting back to Yaya and the main character Raishin Ishibaka, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't even care at this point. I finished the show. I'm done. She's madly in love with him.
Okay.
Like constantly like, why don't you just propose to me? And he's like, A, no. B, no. C, God, no. To which she responds, waiting for him to get into bed, and then crawling up from the bottom of the bed under the sheets, and like snuggling up to him. And she does this repeatedly. He gets in a lot of fights, so he ends up in the infirmary like regular. It's like very Harry Potter-esque, and he like gets into shenanigans, gets the shit kicked out of him, spends a couple nights in the infirmary getting, sewn back up. And the entire time he's in the infirmary, she's wearing like one of those like slinky like porno nurse uniforms and like tending to his needs, quote unquote. And then all the other girls, like all the other like actual human girls, get really like, I don't even call it upset, but just very like disturbed by him and her like arguing as she's trying to hook up with him, for lack of a better word. And like Yaya's like theme for her character, like her robot, like the lady who made her, who's like, like 30-ish, slinky, like bar wench, but super smart character. She looks like a Japanese prostitute. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, she's got the kimono that's like open down, like below her shoulders. She's always drinking sake. She smokes one of those long Japanese pipes.
Is her kimono bow in the front?
Yes.
Then yeah, she's dressed like a Japanese hooker.
Yes. I don't know the word for it, but like, you're familiar enough with anime that you would know like what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But she's like the world's, or she's like the world. She's Japan's greatest automaton creator. She's like an artisan, and she's a fucking hilarious lush. Like, there's an episode at the end where, oh yes, and the best part, the school's doctor, pervert,
of course,
they're about the same age, talks like Ringo Starr.
Why?
Because he's from England.
Why would you want anyone other than Ringo Starr to talk like Ringo Starr?
But you know the kind of like the Liverpool accent I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. And her and him, the robot, the automaton creator, and him hook up in one of the OVAs. It just so happens like they meet up because she comes to see the main character because Yaya is one of her creations, and they're like, dude. They're having like vapid, like steamy daydreams about each other, like undressing each other and doing things to each other. Like, this is an entire like 10-minute OVA episode. And it's just like, what the hell am I watching? But what's really crazy is like the automatons take like a ton of different forms. Like, one girl's got like, well, like the one girl's got the dogs. His is basically like just like a cute girl in like a kimono. Like, Yaya basically is just like cute ass kicking girl in kimono, for lack of a better word. I don't have any other way to describe it. Like, it's, like there's a guy, it's like, it's a giant robot that like, it looks like a small Gundam, can like fly under its own power. It's like not a Gundam in the sense like it's 50 foot tall, but it's like, like a mech about 10, 15 feet tall. And like it can transform and it can fight. One guy fucking used the corpse of his lover and turned it into a robot, and that was like, what the fuck? Like, not literally the corpse,
a bit of a cliche.
He stole like the thing they talk about, like band dolls. The band dolls were made with human tissue. And the main character's big gripe is that the number one student at the school is likely his older brother in disguise, and also, and it's very clear it is his older brother in disguise. But like, he made his greatest doll is made with their sister's flesh.
What the fuck is going on in this?
I'm serious. Like, we never get to this part because this is this is like the overarching, like, his great mission that he'll, it's like, it's like being like my favorite one, like Earthbound. Like, Earthbound's or better than that. The newest Zelda. Your first and last mission is to defeat Ganon. Everything else is just leading up to that. Everything you have to do to get to him. And so, like, his first and last mission is to not uncover, what am I trying to say? To basically prove that this guy is his brother, and then kill his brother in an act of revenge for killing their sister, to use her body parts to make his greatest automaton servant. And the Shoko, the doll creator, and I couldn't think of her name till just now, she gives him Yaya because he basically says, when I'm done with this, you can have my body to make a doll of your own.
Ew.
Because he truly doesn't believe he'll survive, basically. He feels like he'll kill his brother, but he'll die in the process. So you just have my body. Because all I really want is to kill my brother and get revenge for my sister. What actually happens, I cannot say, because I tried to find the plot. Like, I was like, I don't know what happens after this, because it's pretty clear that we're not going to see the rest of this fucking...
Yeah,
there's way...
I feel like you've just explained 3 different animes to me.
Like, this shit's all going on in 12 episodes. And, like, each character has, like, background shit going on. Like, I always call her Fran because I can't think of her name. Fran, the girl with the dragon, like, she's trying to restore her family's name because they're enemies of the King of England, because, quote unquote, her pet dog attacked the crown prince on a hunting expedition on their lands, and so the king, like, stripped them of their rights and their lands and their money and dismantled their entire earldom.
Okay.
And I just remember thinking, like, but the kid survived, so obviously accident. These people were not, like, everybody talks about the Baloo family. I think it's the last name. Her name's Baloo. Like, they were these great people. They did all these good things, but one day one of their automaton, dogs went off the chain and attacked the prince. And so then the royal family decreed that they were enemies of the state. And I'm like, no, that just means that their dog went off the chain. Like, it's an unfortunate accident. It doesn't suddenly make them traitors to the fucking country and the crown.
Oh no, clearly it does. I mean, that's just how life works.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand how we went from dog attacked the prince survived, but the King of England decided that they were traitors and all of their automatons would be destroyed, their lands razed, and their fucking money frozen. And I'm like, pretty sure when your dog attacks somebody, they don't just fucking, like, obliterate your entire existence.
No, depending on the severity of the attack, the worst that will happen is that your dog gets put down.
Yeah.
I doubt that much of anything would happen to the owner, unless it was clearly trained and malicious and blah blah, and not just a wee accident.
Yeah. Well, it comes out later that what happened was that her younger sister was walking the dog and lost control of it, and that was why the dog, like, attacked, apparently. But, like, her parents covered up that fact, said that it was, their fault and all this shit. It was like they're all covering for her little sister, and it's just like, This all doesn't make any sense. Like, no one sat down and went, what happened? They all just went, no, you're monsters. You all have to die. It's like, I don't get this plot point at all. And then it was like, I mean, the show was just all over the place. That's partly why I wasn't like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good in the sense that it was they were trying to do a lot with a little bit of episodes. When I looked it up and found out that there were like 15 or 20 novels, I was like, oh shit, they were trying to cover way too much ground way too quickly.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it.
I only got through like the first couple books, so I mean that tells you like how much shit is still not told. But yeah, then there's a whole bunch of really like skeevy OVAs that I watched at the end that like are kind of, they're like related to the storyline but only loosely. There's one where they all go to the beach, of course, because they couldn't do that in England, but they had a thing like they went to a resort on like the southern shores of quote unquote England and had a day at the beach, and they all like, you know, all the girls came out in their swimsuits. And one actually flashed in, which I was like, that definitely was not broadcast.
Gotta make sure you get at least that beach episode in.
Oh yeah.
Beach or the hot springs, one or the other. Or if you're lucky, both.
Oh yeah. Fuck, even Outlaw Star had a hot springs episode, and that took place in outer space.
Yeah. Isn't that like the one episode that didn't air on Toonami?
Yeah, it's the one that actually tells the background story of the great caster engineers. I don't know what you would call it. There's these three like majors basically that made the strongest caster rounds in the entire universe. Mm-hmm. And it's actually like not just fluff, like it actually tells you like where he got the super bullets that he uses at the end of the show from. So if you watched it on Toonami, you never saw like him like get those bullets. You're like, where the hell did he get those super bullets from?
Like, oh no, I just have them now.
Like, and they tell the story about like, you know, they tell him like, these will kill you. You can't use these all in a row. And he's like, I don't have a choice. I gotta.
So I don't usually like idol animes, to segue into this.
Uh-huh.
But I started watching this one because, again, I'm not sure why it was on my queue.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else put it there. It's called AKB 0048.
Wow, I actually own that, but I haven't watched it yet.
I fell in love with it, so I'd recommend you watch it. Because...
What? I kind of...
Do you want idols who are kind of like magical girls, but instead of magic, you give them military-grade weaponry?
Ooh. You have to... sometime we'll have to share the dub of... Oh, hang on, I gotta find it. I'm sorry, I can't even remember the name of it. Keep talking, I'm gonna look.
Essentially, the plot is on the series of planets this takes place in, entertainment has been outlawed.
Oh boy.
To kind of in a oh my god, where did my brain go?
I don't know, where did it go?
It went on fucking vacation because I can't remember the name of the movie I'm trying to reference. Pretty much any movie where art gets outlawed.
Oh, like Fahrenheit 451, or
yeah,
like the state decides what entertainment is.
Yeah. So idols are illegal, but because reasons, there's a guerrilla group of idols who have weapons and whatnot and hold private shows for all their fans, and then beat up the army. Because that's how their life
sounds
works.
like a plan.
I've only watched, what episode am I on? Up to 6?
Wow. That sounds right. I'll tell you in just a second. I'm trying to find the one that I was talking to you about. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm looking at the far shelf.
Sometimes it does not have stunning animation. Sometimes it uses the cel-shaded 3D models. But the plot is good enough that I ignored that. Hang on, Chrome is trying to... There it goes. Chrome is trying to crash. How dare it. Ah. Find it yet?
Maybe.
That doesn't sound like you found it.
Hey, I have a lot to watch. Shut up.
I know. I occasionally see the pictures. I suppose when you sit back down, we're no longer talking about idols. You should probably talk about My Hero Academia. Which is in the genre of shows that I also don't like. But maybe I'll give this one a chance. I haven't heard a crash, so clearly he hasn't fallen and died under his anime yet.
Shut up! I'll punch you.
Do you even know what you're looking for?
I can't remember the name of it.
Are we talking like, is it an idol anime?
Kind of.
Is it like Love Live or that Cinderella one?
No, it's that one that's made by the people who make Hello Kitty. It's got the main character, the main character is like a bassist. She's got cat ears.
Oh, the something rock?
Oh, thank you. Ah. Let me double check. I think you had it right.
Only something rock.
Grandma, red light. That also means
Show by Rock?
yes.
Huzzah! We have figured it out. This is actually on my list to watch. Because the cat girl is just so cute.
Damn right she is. Well, I know I have a copy of it. Where did it go? SL, SA, SE, SG, SH, 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 Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I kept thinking it was a big box set. I'm like, I don't see it. It didn't get the box set deal.
Isn't it? It's like only 12 episodes, right?
Yeah, it was like it's a single Blu-ray or whatever. But yeah, we were talking about like weird idol shows. That one was. I just thought it was really interesting in the sense that like they dubbed everything, like the songs, all of it was like, oh my god. Excuse me. My Hero Academia was really good. Did we talk about that last time? Maybe I didn't. I don't remember.
We talked about a character. You hadn't finished it yet.
Okay, so liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Show is
try to sell it to me, so I'll watch it.
Okay, all right. So, main character Deku. Yes, that's actually his real name is much more dignified, but everybody calls him Deku. Has no powers. In a world in which all of his generation, the first generation to be born with a unique power. Actually, I think it was his parents. I take that back. But like, society's full of people. Everybody's born with, or the majority of people are born with a power, and it can be anything. Like it's all over the place. Like his mother's got limited telekinesis. His father, I think they said, could produce like protection bubbles, but not large, like smaller than like a beach ball. He's born with no powers. Zero. He's powerless. He's completely human. But he wants to be a superhero really bad. Like he wants to be great. Like his hero oh fuck, I forgot his name. Shit. I have to look it up. I'm sorry. I can't. I love the character and I can't think of his name. It's something. Like Might Hero or something like that. I always screw up his name. Izuku Midoriya, boy both have superpowers. What the hell is his name? God damn it.
Will we ever find out what that name is?
We will. Hang on. I just gotta find it. Sota, present, and Snake, other heroes.
Don't touch that dial.
I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Okay, Deku. All Might. God damn, it's like something was like Might Guy or something. All Might, who is like literally like he's Superman. Like you fly, you fight, get all these powers. He's awesome, and he's basically. Do you want me to spoil a little bit of the beginning?
Yeah, that's
or do you
fine.
want me to?
Go ahead.
Well, the first episode you find out after Deku meets him, it's like I have so many questions. That's like he basically latches onto his leg as he flies away after saving him from a big slime monster. They land on a rooftop. I think I told this story last time too. And like he's like, can I become a hero if I don't have any powers? Is it possible? He's like, no, son. No one without powers can become a hero. I'm sorry. And you see his heart just crumble into pieces. And right as All Might's gonna fly away, he's like, all this steam shoots off of him, and he shrinks down into this like little dude. He's just like, okay, now you know my secret. I can't stay in my hero form for very long. What? He like lifts up his shirt, like half of his left of his rib cage is just gone.
Oh.
It's all sewn up. He's like, what? He's like, you remember that big fight a couple of years ago where I disappeared for a while? Yeah, he took most of my lungs and the entirety of my gastrointestinal system. I could only be a hero for 3 hours a day anymore, and I start taking my life into my own hands. It's like, oh shit. But you seem like a good kid, and I want to train you. So we'll talk again soon. And he's like, but I gotta go. And he walks. He basically just goes through like the like the rooftop access and just leaves Deku like, what the fuck? And so like Deku goes down and he's like, and they go their separate ways. And then there's this whole like the slime monster had gotten away from him and is attacking his buddy, and Deku just charges in like, I'll save you, man. I got this. We'll do this thing. Like he's like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but we'll save you. And All Might comes out of like a convenience store and he sees him doing it. He's just like, he's a real hero. And he just goes back into like hero mode and he chases after him. And then like he gets saved. They both get saved by All Might. And he's like, I'm a nobody. What was I thinking? I'll never be a hero. I give up. And he's walking home, and All Might like comes around the corner in his neighborhood, and he's like, son, you're gonna be a superhero. I'm gonna train you. You have the heart of a hero. He's like, what? He's like, I have something I have to tell you. He's like, what's that? And he's like, my greatest power is that I was not born with my power. What do you mean you were born with your power? Everybody's born with their power. My power has a name. It is called All for One. I gained my power from a hero like myself many years ago. And I intend to make you my successor and give you my power. You will inherit my superpower. But you have to train. A regular human being could not survive my power. It will kill a normal human being. And so they have this big, long, like, rocky training montage where he takes him to his favorite beach. He says, this beach is covered in trash. If by the time the hero entrance exams start next fall, you can clear this beach, I will give you my power, and you can go try to become a hero. And he's like, okay, fine. So they train. And he's like, you have to follow my plan exactly to the letter. Any less, and you won't be strong enough. Any more, and you'll be too beat up to do anything. And he starts training really, really hard. Harder than he should have probably trained. He starts getting beat up. He's like, I told you, you have to follow my plan to the letter. If you don't, you will die. And he trains some more, but he follows his advice. And by the morning of the exams, he's cleared the beach, like end to end. Everything is clean. Whole beach is clear of trash. It's all sitting in a dumpster on the beach's edge. He's done it all. He roars triumphantly, and he falls over. And All Might catches him, and he's like, "Son, you are the best. I'm a man of my word." And he plucks a lock of his hair, and he's like, "Eat this." He's like, "What? Eat this? What do you mean, eat this? Eat this. You'll gain my power by eating it. It contains my power." What? Just humor me. You have to eat it. It's the only way you can gain my power. Fine. So he stomachs this lock of hair, and he's like, why do I have to do this? This is gross. Blah. He gains his power, except for one thing. He has no idea how to use it. He never taught him how to use his power. But fortunately for him, or unfortunately as the case may be, he goes to do the hero exams, knowing full well he has no idea what he's doing or how to use the power. He doesn't even know how it works. He's just like, I've got it now. I'm gonna use it, but I'm just a kid, whatever. And all these potential heroes, all what will eventually become his classmates. Oh, my headphones died. Great.
Oh shit.
Oh no, they're good.
Okay.
We're good. I don't know how much longer they'll last. I forgot to charge them longer, but I can switch. I've got another set. Actually, I think I'll switch quick. Give me 1 second. Shut up! I can still hear you.
Come out, you fucking bug. There's a bug on my desk. It refuses to die.
Okay, so anyway. Since those are being dumb, I'll just use these. So he goes and he does he goes to do the exams, and what it basically ends up being is they put him in this scenario, and the faculty comes and tells them what's going on and says, all right, so we're going to put you in these, they'll be split into 4 battle blocks. Each block has these 3 different robot enemies, and every robot you kill personally adds points to your score. The guys with the highest scores get admitted. The people below a certain point are gone. You can try again next year. However, there's additionally a giant ultimate robot that's worth 0 points. It's just there to be a gauge of your powers. It's stronger than any single hero can take on. It's worth nothing. Don't fight it. Avoid it. Don't take it on. So they enter the battle. He kills nothing because he has no idea how to use his powers, and he's pretty fucked compared to all these other people who've had their entire lives to learn the ins and outs of how their powers are going to work. Now, there's people who can shoot ice. There's a girl who he meets who can, she can control gravity. There's Sue, the frog girl, which seems like a really silly power until you see her in the water, and then you're just like, holy crap. She's got the prehensile tongue that she can lash out. She's, webbed hands and feet. She can climb things. She's very comfortable in the water. She moves super fast in the water. The long and the short of it is, well, he's busy trying to kill anything. He's just trying to survive. He doesn't kill anything. And then they unleash the giant mega robot, and it comes stomping along. And everybody's, so, they're just ignoring it. Staying out of its line of sight. While these other, combat robots, they're fighting little ones, medium-sized ones, big ones. And the giant one's still skulking around the battle arena, looking for basically something to eat. And the one of the people gets caught underneath the debris of one of the defeated robots, and the big robot reaches down and picks her up And it's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. It's going to eat her. And he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I got to do something. I got to try. And he launches into the air. And he's like, holy shit, I just jumped like 10 stories. What the fuck? He's like, no, I'm up here. I got to try to do something. He's just like, fuck it. I've seen all of Might's powers. I'll do what he does. He's like, Detroit Piston Punch. He hits the thing. He hits it so hard it just blows up. He's like, oh shit, I have no idea how to land. He's like 150 feet in the air. The robot's like halfway across the arena, impaled in the wall. He's like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I can't. This will kill me. He's fucking dive bombing. He's like, shit. He's like, I've got one option left. I have to use his megaton punch that he uses when all else fails to land. I'll use the force of my punch to slow my landing. Hit the ground so hard that the shockwave will push me back. And he's going to do it. He realizes that he has no idea how to use the powers, and by punching the thing, he's basically broken all of the bones in his hand and his arm. Ooh. It's just like, he's like, I'm dead. And he's coming down. He's like, I'm dead. I failed. I'm dead. God damn it. What was I thinking? And he grab girl saves him. Just thunk. What? Why did you do that? But that. I appreciate you saving me from the giant robot. He's like, well, I get no points, so I lose. I'm done. I've lost. That's it. And I won't give away the rest of the story, but that's like the first half of like the first 3 or 4 episodes, like what happens up till him joining the hero. Basically trying to join the Hero Academy. But the look on your face is just like, what the fuck?
No, I've got Steam open for reasons.
Yeah, for reasons.
And it's recommending some things to me. I did not know that Steam had anime.
What?
You can watch Sailor Moon Crystal through Steam.
1 minute.
It says 2 seasons. I'm sorry, you can buy Sailor Moon Crystal through Steam.
Why would you buy it through Steam, though?
You're buying same reason you would buy something through Amazon, because that's where you buy shit. Like, you can buy individual episodes.
But my thought process is this: like, why would you buy it on Steam?
I don't know.
You're locked into Steam. Like,
I don't know why. Steam offers it, so clearly.
I'm just like at a loss of why they would. Like, I'm not complaining. Like, that's good. Like, I'm glad that they're doing this and all that shit. But like, what?
I'm sorry. You could also buy classic Sailor Moon, the movies,
Of course.
the new Naruto shit, and Bleach. As in the anime, not the delicious cleaning product.
Yeah, I see. You can buy One Punch Man. You can buy Yu-Gi-Oh. I actually just I went to videos and clicked on anime, and I'm looking through what they've got. They got ReZero. The fuck? Somebody must have the rights to it because they have it available. Who's got the rights to ReZero?
I have no idea.
How the fuck is it available for sale here, but no one's licensed it yet? Sorry, no, that wasn't horrible. I wasn't like...
I'm still confused at the fact that people are buying, or at least it's offering, videos through Steam. I suppose Steam's already got my payment info?
Like,
So
I guess if
sure?
you, like, I guess if you had, like, the Steam box or whatever the hell it is, like,
The
Spaghetti
shield.
has one. The Shield, yeah. Well, like, they have, like, the Steam one, too. Like, the Shield is NVIDIA, but, like, they actually have, like, a Steam one, too. Or is that what that one is? The
I believe
NVIDIA one's something else.
I think the thing is Shield, and then there's the Steam controller. Oop.
Steam Link, that's what I'm thinking
Link,
of.
okay.
Yeah, the NVIDIA Shield, the Steam Link. But, like, I could see if you're going to do it that way, maybe. Like, you're like, well, I don't really watch TV, per se, so I'll just buy it on that and watch it there.
I guess.
They have Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, both seasons.
They have a lot of shit.
Damn, how much they want? 25, 28 for the first season, and 25, 28 for the second season. They only have, it looks like only 4 things in it, so not a lot, but Ghost in the Shell. They have Boruto, Inuyasha, 2 seasons. They have all 27 seasons of Bleach available for sale.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, Hunter x Hunter, both seasons of that
Wait,
they have done.
backtrack. Hold up. Bleach has 27 seasons?
That's what it says, Bleach 27 seasons. Yep. So they have season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, volume 1, season 4, volume 2, season 5, season 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. What?
Okay. I will kill
They didn't
you,
even finish
fucker.
bothering, like, the first, like, I don't know, like, couple seasons, they actually had screenshots for the, like, for each episode, and they just got lazy. They're just like, ah, fuck it. They have Colorful the Movie, Ninja Scroll, Marduk Scramble.
Oh, Colorful, the movie's so great.
I have not seen it, believe it or not.
You want to be sad and happy at the same time?
Yes, I have already watched Clannad. Haven't watched Actor Story. That still looms out in the distance because I'm too terrified to throw it in.
Well, it has a lot to do with death.
So it's like Millennium Actress.
Yeah, kinda.
Inuyasha movies, Berserk. All the Bleach movies, all the Naruto movies. Oh my god, they have Wakfu. Why the fuck did they have Wakfu?
Don't know. Helpful, huh?
Fucking Wakfu.
Well then. Weird Steam thing.
That's a shock.
There is
Like,
totally this video tab right here that I've just been ignoring.
that's crazy. Like, I would never bother buying it on here.
No, I don't think I would buy anything from Steam like that. I'll continue to use it for games, but...
Oh, yeah. That's just, like, I'm just kind of in awe. Like, what? Oh, I also watched Robot Carnival. I forgot that movie. Really, really surreal, really, really weird. Like, cat soup weird.
Say the title again? It got a little muddled.
Robot Carnival.
Carnival, okay.
It's very much like an art house pick. Like, they got, like, these, I think it was 7 or 9 anime directors together. Like, okay, you're gonna do these, like, sketches, basically, built around robots. And it is some whacked out, it's all fucking, like, no dialogue. It's all fucking, like, music and artistry. Like, it's like Fantasia, basically, with robots.
Okay, I can see that.
It is fucking weird. Like, that's all I can say. Like, I sat down and watched it, and I'm just like, wow, okay, then. Oh god, it started playing the Cinnamon Crystal trailer.
Whoops.
In English. Good old Usagi. Fucking flat on her face.
Wouldn't be Usagi otherwise.
Oh, yes, that classic scene where she pulls the bandages off of Luna's head.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see the phone they released?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I really
And
want
Sailor
one.
Moon fans all over the world screamed out in glee. They looked at their pocketbooks, but, oh no, I don't have that kind of money.
But me wants it. So bad.
It's hard to believe I have the first 2 seasons of it already. I like how they did the first one. I'm looking at the page for it on Steam. It says season 1, volume 1, and then it just says season 2. So there was no volume 2 of season 1. They just did season 1, volume 1, and then season 2. It's hard to believe that they took that Sailor Moon and Sailor Moon were contained to one season basically. It's 2, but it's 1 26 episode.
It really worked out well that way, though.
Yeah.
It flows very nicely into it.
Well, now they've come so far that it's unlikely that it seems unlikely that they won't do the rest since they've already made it through S. So they only have to animate 2 more seasons. I'll laugh so fucking hard if they animate Super S and then don't do Stars again. Just like we don't see any reason to redo. So the last 2 seasons are the ones that need a redo so badly because they just mangled it.
Oh man. How much longer are we waiting on for all those to be out in dub?
Okay, so Sailor Moon S, the original series, part 2 comes out next month, so probably another year for all of it. Because I'm gonna have to go hunt. I'm hoping when part 2 comes out, I'll be able to go back to Best Buy and get the second halves of season 1 and 2 in the new dub. Because I have the box sets, but I didn't get the second half, so I was like, that's enough. I can get the second half anywhere. That's readily available. They're not special editions or anything. But then they're not available for sale anywhere. Well, they are, but it's full. Best Buy wanted $30, and everybody else wants 50 or 60. So I'm waiting to see if they bring them back out with the second part. Then I'll just pick up those. I guess they just re-released Big O on Blu-ray too, which is kind of interesting.
Big O on Blu-ray.
I considered it, but I let it go because it's just a regular edition. I may pick it up at some point in the future on a sale. I like Big O, but not that much. I like Big O a lot, but not enough that I have to have it on Blu-ray. Of course, I shouldn't talk because I just bought. Hang on. Of course, I couldn't say no.
To FLCL.
Yeah. I guess it isn't really that great of an edition. It's just upscaled 4x3. But it was like $10, so I was like, I think I also got it's here. I'm just gonna pull. And because I'm a mega whore, I got Black Lagoon season 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Because I got Roberta's Blood Trail from them, and I was like, I don't know why I bought it again. I really should have just not did that, but I did. Fucking Silent Mobius, goddamn. I've started yet another pile because that pile's gotten so big that I can't put anything more on top of it.
I don't know. Might be a sign of something.
Yeah, that I have more money than I have time.
Yes.
I actually tried to watch stuff this weekend and still only managed to get through one series because it was literally my friends bugging me to do shit all weekend.
How dare they force you into a social life?
I know. They were legitimately they're having a LAN party today, and I ended up not going because I just didn't feel like making the drive across the cities. Also meant I would have had to pack Hal and all that shit up, but I didn't really want to have to pack it up, then try to come home and unpack it all again. I was just like, I'll just skip it this year.
People still have LAN parties?
They just do it once a year.
Yeah, I remember when that was the thing, like every weekend.
But the rise of internet-based gaming has really kind of shot that in the head. Like,
But yeah.
you don't have to have LAN parties anymore because everything is online-based. Like, you don't have to be in the same room anymore to play games, so it's like...
Yeah, you don't have to be in the same room to play board games anymore.
That I did not know.
Well...
Oh, you mean like tabletop simulator?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few great workshop items in it that allow you to essentially play a large, wide variety of games that would normally be expensive as hell.
Well, that's good, I think.
And people are already role-playing and LARPing through the internet.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, D&D over the internet is, like, huge, too. It certainly makes the whole... Like, the thing that everybody seems to run into lately, or in the last 10 years, seems to be, like, being able to get everybody on the same schedule to do stuff, which is, like, way easier to pull off when it's, like, you don't have to leave the house.
It probably also makes people a little more willing, because they don't have to leave their house.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that have, like, kids or something.
Don't
really have to hire a babysitter. I can just walk away from the computer for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, like a lot of tabletop gaming is just like sitting around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of downtime in between turns, so you got to get up and, you know, little Jimmy's got to have a bath or a diaper change or something. You can do that and be like, I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Allowing you to be a sociable adult while still staying home with the kids. Or dogs, or whatever reason you prefer to be home.
No, my office is more comfortable than any other place, any other buddy's living room. And I don't have to wear pants.
Yes. No pants.
I've definitely never made any excuses to the fact that part of the reason like I like being home is I don't have to wear pants. I don't wear pants, but I don't have to. I don't really get into the whole no pants business until like midsummer when it's like 90 out at night. Otherwise it's too cold.
I don't know, it would have to be a multiple night event for me to want to unhook all my shit and then decide what I'm taking with me to go to a LAN party.
Well, for a lot of people, it's not quite as... I talk about Hal, like, Hal's got an umbilical cord in the back of him. Like, it's not... Like, my computer... My setup is basically, like, a part of my house at this point. You know that scene where, like, in... I think it's the second or third Pirates of the Caribbean film, where, like, to talk about the crew becoming a part of the ship, like that's what my computer has become. Like it's so like heavily interconnected into my house that like pulling it out is a lot of work. I only do it if I absolutely positively have to. I mean, not literally like part of my house, but like if you could see like the 13 or 14 cords coming out of the back of the computer case, they're running to the entire like networking system right behind my head over here.
I can vaguely see what you're pointing at.
What the hell did you look into? Oh, is this the damn what? Pajamas?
It's plus size clothing.
So like clothing for Americans.
Yes.
In Japan. What?
What?
Like, that looks like, that's something like a dress? What the hell are those?
What are you looking at that you're confused?
Like the Luna head, like, are those kids' dresses?
Luna head? What?
If you pull down.
Yeah.
Like, all the way to the bottom, there's like, they've got like pictures of Luna's face on them. They're striped, there's like a shirt, and then there's like a dress.
Yeah, because this is, all the text is part of the picture. I can't translate it.
Sure you can, it's called Google Translate. No, seriously, I'm not joking.
Yeah, that's effort. No, they just
seriously?
look more like...
Alright, give me 1 second. Hang on.
They just look... I don't think they're kids' dresses. They just look like A-line dresses.
I'll tell you in 1 second. Okay. Where's my translator? Hangouts, Snaps, YouTube. I know I have it in here. Here we go. Dropbox. Scanner. Translate. There, let's see what it has to say.
This other article just calls them dresses, so I don't know if they're intended for children.
Here we go. Okay. A-line dresses.
Haha!
I was just checking. I have no idea how amazing it is to have a device that I can literally put over a piece of text and it translates it.
We are the future. The dying future.
Shut up. You'd be dying too if you just worked 50 hours for a month.
I'd probably be dead. Wait, they're rebooting Rambo?
What? For what reason?
It's an Indian film.
Oh, wow. Contrary to common stereotype, new research finds women are not more emotionally expressive than men across all emotions. The gender pattern is much more complex than that. Women express more positive emotions, and expressions of some negative emotions was way more common among men.
It's almost like society has made it so that we're kind of downtrodden against anything other than pleasant emotions in public.
Mm-hmm.
And men are kind of socialized to be the opposite, because you're manly. Manly men don't cry or get too excited or happy. That's not manly.
No.
Manly men yell.
No, it's not. Rawr! What are we talking about?
Manliness.
Ah, yes.
Rawr. Manly.
Oh, yeah. I watched, is it Sound of a Silent Voice?
The movie?
Yes. It was amazing. Oh, my God.
I've only seen, like, the first 20 minutes of it.
Such redemption story. But yeah, I was like, wowee.
Do you want some Evangelion fishing equipment?
What? I'm shocked at the things that Japan tries to sell people.
Fish grip with trigger release. I have no idea how fishing works. Along with an app. Because that's what my fishing gear was missing.
Ah.
Another thing being rebooted, Resident Evil.
Yes.
The movies.
Yes, it is.
A 6-movie reboot.
6? Why don't they just start with, like, 1?
Because you have to plan out your franchises now?
Oh, that's right. But see, that only works if, like, you know, like the first one does well.
Well, I suppose you can cancel them after the fact, but apparently you gotta... That's how movies work now. Whether or not they need that many movies. They'll figure it out. Or it'll bomb.
Well, it's like, you know, everybody goes, well, it works for Marvel. I'm like, Marvel didn't originally plan on having this giant universe. That came out of, like, Disney buying them and going, all right, you have unlimited money. Go.
Go.
mean, not unlimited, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
You got a big fund because your products are doing well enough. So make more product. Interconnect that product more. People fucking love that shit. Which we do. We apparently really fucking love that shit.
God, I cannot believe. I mean, like, I guess that makes sense since they're redoing Resident Evil with 7.
Well, Resident Evil kind of does that every now and then. After a couple of games, it sort of updates itself a little bit, which is why the story's kind of all over the place now. Which is kind of the issue with the movie franchise. It's kind of all over the place.
It's really interesting too, because like in the end of the new game, you find out that Chris Redfield is an Umbrella operative. It's like, wait, what?
Blue Umbrella. Blue Umbrella.
Oh, I never got that. Versus like Red Umbrella, which is the evil one.
Yeah. They haven't explained why they would call themselves Umbrella or anything. I'm thinking it's probably a consolidation of a previous workforce working under a known banner, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not enough details to say for sure. But it's a different umbrella. That's still an umbrella.
It protects you from the rain of terror of the zombie apocalypse. What else is I going to say? Yes, words. I don't do words anymore. I've given up on the English language. My mom bought a bucket of chocolate ice cream. I was like, I opened the freezer today and I was like, chocolate ice cream. She's like, yeah, I realized that we only bought vanilla because of your dad. And since he's gone, really no reason. I'm like, fuck yeah, chocolate ice cream, black.
You are very loud, phone.
Yes.
Why are you so
Well,
loud?
it wants you to know that you have a message of some sort.
Just talking to the hubby.
Oh,
Who's going to be leaving me in a couple days for KublaCon?
well, that's right. Damn.
I don't know what I'll do with myself.
Probably just chill out with the dog, cats.
Yeah. Have more bed?
Pretty much. You have to share with the dog.
Really have to share with the cats.
Oh, dog doesn't like to sleep on the bed?
No, the dog loves to sleep on the bed. He just always sleeps near my legs.
Oh, okay.
So it's not usually hard to situate a comfortable spot with him. Because he'll just let me move and then get back into place wherever he wants. It's the cats who are, well, fucking cats.
Yeah.
Well, we've been running for an hour 30-ish.
Wow.
So I think that's good.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll, if something catches my eye in the next 30 seconds. Nope. Wait.
Thank you once again for listening to the Super Happy Fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Good night and farewell, my fellow internet beings.
We'll call it here, so good night, phones.
Good night, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.